Okay. Welcome back to another game of Smash Bros. So for this one, we got Dacocoyo versus... Hold on, I can't even see their name. Elinical? Nickel? I'm just going to call him Ellie. Alright, that's easy enough. I don't want to mess anything up. But, oh man. You gotta go, everyone who is watching this spot, you gotta go watch the previous spot of Dacocoyo, or not Dacocoyo, of Wolfie, man. That was, woo! Against that Lucario going to Game 5. That was electric. Barely took him down. And so, congrats to Dacocoyo and Wolfie going to Nationals. So we're going into it. Haven't been able to stream a Dacocoyo game in a fat minute. But he's the Bowser of the NTC Timberwolves. And he's a damn good one at that. Closed out his last series in a Bowser Ditto. And ultimately took it. So we're going to have the Bowser, obviously. And who is Ellie going to be playing? Is the question of the day. Or of the match. Yes, average Dacocoyo W incoming. Man, I wish I was streaming the end of his third game. Because that was one of the most electric endings I've ever witnessed. Because I was talking about it was a Bowser Ditto, and he was just, the opposing Bowser was just cheesing side B the whole freaking time. And he was just waiting. Dacocoyo was just waiting the whole time, and eventually, oh god, how did it end? But regardless, I think, man, I don't know. I think we're gonna figure out a way to get the VOD and post it on the YouTube. So if you want to see the ending of that, please go check out the YouTube. The last few matches have been just electric. Especially Wolfie's. That one came down to a map 5 against the Lucario. And their Lucario barely missed their up B. Yeah, you missed it, man. It was crazy. But it's all good. So, Dacocoyo and Wolfie in the Nationals now. So this is just for better seating, basically. So, obviously, shooting for first here. So if Dacocoyo wins here, and Wolfie wins the other game, which I probably won't be able to cast, but if they both win, they will play each other, I believe. So if that happens, that'll be a really fun match to cast. So root for a win for a 2-year NTC Timberwolves. Now, I'm not sure who Ellie's going to be playing. Who Ellie's going to be playing. And we're going to see here in just 1 second. Now, we are not playing Wario. I think we're just waiting on the other player to get set in and ready to go. You know, I can just take a gander. 1 sec. Let us see what they're playing. Is game audio low? I can totally turn it up. Let me take a look here. Usually it's been pretty good. I'll turn it up a little bit. Here. Once we get into the first game. And we'll see. Okay. We'll see if it's still low. But generally it's been, I believe, fine. But I'll turn it up. For that first one, and you can let me know how it is. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long day of Smash Day, but nothing like last Saturday. That was, I believe, a 6.5, 6 hour tournament. That was something. But we've had plenty of games today. Depending how this one goes, we'll probably be here until 9:30, 10. Maybe a little later. That's all good. So getting it going now. It's early, right? There we go. Okay. This is not right? I don't... Whose settings are we looking for? Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah, yes. The classic Dacocoyo Incineroar. Yeah, I think so. So let's see what map we're going with. I wish I would be able to see the maps we're going with beforehand, but I don't have access to that. Unless I pop my head out of the door, but I'm not doing all that. Oh, relaxing music. Just very calming in preparation for this electric match we're going to witness. PS2? No, don't change the music. I'm liking it. It's nice and chill. Oh, okay. I like Luminosity. This works too. So in the PS2, oh, Terry, no, yes, I remember this. They were just talking about that. So I'm gonna, here, let me know about halfway through this one if the volume's good. If it's not, I'll turn it up for you, all right? Same with my mic. I can always change that around too. I know. So some early damage from Ellie. Able to get a nice ship damage into combo towards the left side here. Able to get Dacocoyo off stage, but able to eventually recover. Using that fire breath, keeping the distance. Definitely going to try and keep that distance away from Terry. Once Terry gets in there, it's dangerous. And you're seeing it here, already up to 111 for Dacocoyo. Some nice shielding, able to get out of there. Quickly responded. Another nice combo fight. Ellie can't quite confirm, but gets him definitely into kill percent. Using that fire breath to try and get some more chip damage. Ultimately hasn't been able to find a bunch. Some nice shielding there. Eventually able to dodge and get out of that. But up to 150 now. Let's see if Dacocoyo can use that rage to their advantage. Nice back air. Able to get him up to 91. See if they can get the edge guard here. No, can't. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Using that rage. Able to get the stock there. You know, obviously up to 160, so anything from Ellie is going to kill. You just saw just there. Oh, a little bit of misdirection from the fire breath. Couldn't quite get the direction he was looking for. That's all good, though. Looking for the combo from Ellie. Able to get it up to 60% on Dacocoyo. Couldn't quite land the parry he was looking for there. And now kind of just feeling each other out on this second stock. Almost it falls off Dacocoyo, but able to recover. Can't quite land the down B he was looking for. And Ellie just slowly laying on the chip damage. Doing well so far to do that. But Dacocoyo responds with some nice fire breath of their own. Getting up to 68%. And let's see. No, up to 140. Ellie able to get that edge guard and get the confirm. So 2-1 now. But Dacocoyo, let's see if they can recover and equalize this one back up without taking much in return. Using that fire breath to try and get the edge guard. Couldn't quite make it happen here. Able to get out of that combo. Nicely done there. Able to get the grab and the down. Does that confirm? No. Now you got to be careful. In the go mode for Ellie. And big damage. Got to be careful here if you're Dacocoyo. Able to get the throw over to the right side. Able to get the fire breath. And, that's not how Ellie drew it up. But you know what? We take it. We take it. SDs and gets it back up to even, but lands a nice combo towards the left side on Dacocoyo. Is he going to be able to respond to get back up onto this platform? Just barely shields, gets some nice chip damage towards the left side here, but a big disadvantage he has. Let's see if we can use that rage to their advantage. Ellie lands a nice up B, but can't quite follow through with anything off of it. And it's just the spam battle. Can't quite confirm. But Dacocoyo on their last breath here. Gonna need a miracle to respond off of this one. A nice combo towards the right sider. Couldn't quite respond to get anything off of it, though. And now has to play it very smart and strategic. And Ellie gets him up to 170. That Fire Breath gonna do big damage with the Rage. Has the potential to be dangerous here. Able to shield and get out of that. But ultimately, Ellie is able to secure that one and get the first game. So 1-0 on to Dacocoyo. A close one there. Came down to the wire. But ultimately, Ellie able to come up on top. I like how both sides played. I think Dacocoyo could have distanced themselves a little farther away from the Terry, especially when Terry gets in that go mode. It's very dangerous. I mean, just one hit, especially when Dacocoyo was on those high percentages, you can just end it. We'll see how Dacocoyo fares onto this next game. Wonder if we'll stick with PS2 or move somewhere else. How are we feeling about that first map? Or first game, excuse me. I think there's a little bit to improve on, but overall, I think Dacocoyo has a pretty good chance at this. They can clean up a few things. Get some reads on the Terry. But we will see. It looks like changing up the music again. And you mentioned it in chat, but I don't even know if he can hear the music because he's got headphones on. So that's, yeah, small battlefield. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think they were definitely feeling each other out on that first set. Or that first game. Ultimately, Ellie came out on top. But I think this one, now they have each other's playstyles a little more, it should be pretty interesting. Just a little bit of chip damage on this start here. Yeah, so far, Dacocoyo able to control that center stage quite well at the beginning. Can't quite land the Fire Breath there. And Ellie is going to be able to get the grab there and the punish. And that's just going to be a quick, unfortunate stock. Ellie did a really good job there at taking advantage of the mistake from Dacocoyo. Let's see if he can equalize up here. Up to 90%. Yeah, bang! Okay! My bad, I wasn't familiar with your game. Okay, Bowser. Instantly equalizes it up. Back to 2-2 apiece. That Fire Breath did big damage, and you're seeing it right here too. Dacocoyo's done a really nice job at being able to land it. Couldn't quite get it there. Ellie able to break through that. But Dacocoyo with a nice down B. Oh, and can't quite land the Fire Breath there. Looking for the edge guard. Ellie. There's a little bit of patience, able to get back on pretty easily. Couldn't quite get the shield penetration Dacocoyo was looking for. A little unfortunate, but the down B works wonders. Able to get both players up to even percentages here. Oh, a nice read from Dacocoyo, but now into go mode for Ellie. Dangerous. Doesn't quite confirm for Dacocoyo. But, okay, a little scary for Ellie. Almost SDs. And the go mode is massive, and that confirms. So Ellie with a stock advantage now, but up to 125, and will that confirm? It will. So once again, equalized back up here. Heading into our final stock for both players. Dacocoyo has done a really good job at getting the chip damage up in the early rounds, but Ellie, once they get into that go mode, has done a great job at equalizing back up the percentages here. So let's see if any player has a read. The movement from Ellie is done well, but ultimately just chip damage from either side of Dacocoyo with a nice back air. Able to get Ellie off stage. Tries to use that fire breath to get the edge guard, but couldn't quite make it happen. A beautiful back air. Able to get him off stage. And lands that now into go mode. Dacocoyo has to be careful. I said it earlier. Able to get the grab. Does that confirm? No, just barely unable to. The fire breath is nice. Able to get Terry off stage, but able to recover eventually. And bang! There we go! Dacocoyo equalizes it back up. So 1-1 now. So beautiful edge guarding at the end there to ultimately secure that one. And now, back to equal. Once again, it's been really close from both sides so far for these two maps. I'm really curious to see where we go with the third one. Well, not only where we go with the third one, but if any player has a read on each other. Because I think that first one, like you were saying in chat, they were feeling each other out, just getting to know the play styles. That map too, you're kind of seeing the counterplay from both sides. Especially that fire breath. I feel like Dacocoyo had a really nice read of when Terry was going to pop out of those shields. And able to get some nice chip damage. So we'll see where we go with map 3. Or game 3. If I were to predict, it's probably, I mean, it's usually just PS2 or small battlefield. It usually never goes anywhere else. Unless it's like, I don't know, one of our earlier streams when you're playing a Little Mac, you go to Hollow Bastion or something silly. Okay. So yeah, looks like we're going back to PS2. Changing up the song once again. It's like a ritual. Gotta change up the song in between every time, or in between every map. So back to PS2. Ellie able to take the first one on PS2, but Dacocoyo quickly responds on a battlefield. So we'll see how we fare here. So he's using that fire breath to keep the distance. Dacocoyo is. I think that's got to be the key here to this matchup. Dacocoyo just keeping their distance, getting the chip damage when they can, when they have an opportunity. And doing just that. Okay, a little bit of cheese. Quickly responded from Ellie. Able to get a nice combo towards the right side. But Dacocoyo, a little bit of a misinput there. Couldn't quite get what they were looking for. The back air there was beautiful. And Ellie now just waiting out that fire breath, able to get up over it. And able to land another nice combo towards the left side here. Able to get Dacocoyo up to 100%. But overall, pretty equalized on the percentages. No one able to catch a super big advantage here so far. Definitely a lot more patient play from both sides you're seeing here. Dacocoyo able to use that fire breath to keep their distance. Able to get the grab. Can that confirm? No. Up to 109 into go mode here for Ellie. Has to be careful if it's Dacocoyo. Anything will kill. Able to get the grab. I believe that. Okay. Really thought that would confirm, but no. Doesn't quite able to get it. Looking for the edge guard here for Dacocoyo. Can't quite land the fire breath. And yeah, go mode. That's just what happens. All right. Equalized quickly up here, though. Dacocoyo did a nice job quickly spawning in and equalizing it. Not a second to waste. And now back to even. A stock apiece. Back into this neutral fight. Ellie able to land a nice combo up to 40%. Gone in an instant. Dacocoyo, some nice shielding. Able to dodge that one. Or able to get out of the Ellie's attack there. Trying, yeah, to stay at a distance. Use that fire breath and doing just that. Couldn't quite get the grab they were looking for there. And now. Back to the fire breath. Oh, couldn't quite land that. But now into go mode once again for Ellie. Just gotta be careful here if you're Dacoco. Able to get the grab. Won't confirm. But up to big percentages here for Ellie. Anything will confirm if you're at Dacoco. So just try to find an opening and try to land it. And, okay, you say that, and of course it doesn't, you know. Caster Jinx. Yeah, Dacoco has done a nice job up to that point of staying away and out of that go mode. Couldn't quite get the grab there, and unfortunately, SDs. Definitely not what you were looking for there if you're Dacoco. But up to 140% has a shot to equalize here, and this probably will, yeah. So equalizes back up. So one stock apiece here. It's been a common story so far in the first two maps. And Dacoco able to land a nice 1-2. Gets the shield break! And that confirms! Dacoco off the shield break! Goes up 2-1! There we go! That's what we like to see. So Dacoco up to series point. Massive shield break. Been waiting for it. I knew it was coming. And I'll be back in just 1 second for map 4. And remember, Ellie and Dacoco both already in the nationals here. But obviously, definitely want a higher seed. You definitely want to get better seeding. Skip a few matches. But we will see in just 1 second. Back to PS2. Whoa, we're not changing the song. This is not good looks. Oh, no. It's all good. It's all good. You don't need to change the song. You know, just use skill. So map 4. Back into PS2. On this map, they're 1-1. So we'll see how it starts. Ellie able to get an early advantage. Already gets Dacoco up to 55%. An unfortunate start to this stock for Dacoco. Let's see if they can equalize up here now. Gets the grab for Ellie. Gets Dacoco now up to 70%. Now just a back and forth at the center stage. Ellie eventually takes an advantage. But that fire breath, just free damage practically. Able to dodge out of that. Rhea. This is cringe, Ellie. Come on. You're playing Terry. Get up in there. There we go. Dacoco. Couldn't quite land the down B he was looking for there. Oh, but unusual swipe into the fire breath. Able to almost equalize up the HP here. Up to 100. Into go mode now. Let's see if he can get this edge guard with the fire breath. Up to 122. Mostly anything will kill. And there we go. So Dacoco takes an early 3-2 stock advantage over Ellie. See if we can use that rage to their advantage and pop up some more damage. Gets another shield break! Uh-oh! Ah! Didn't quite go for the back air. I don't think he had enough time for it. But regardless, a free 50%. Lucky there if you're Ellie to survive that shield break. Dacoco misses the jabs he was looking for there on the left side. Able to get back on. Oh, quickly responds with a nice side swipe. Able to get the grab. Now, up to 116. That won't quite confirm, but anything now will confirm if you are Dacoco. A nice up B from Ellie in the go mode. Dacoco has to be careful here. Up 3-2. Gets the grab, and that's a stock, baby. 3-1 now. Ellie's tilted. Ellie's scared. They don't know what to do about this Bowser. Oh, okay. You know, I didn't jinx that, okay? That didn't happen. Maybe they have a general idea, but Dacoco's vast knowledge of gameplay. Ow! 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 Dacoco! With the masterclass! instant it feels. Oh my god. Unbelievable. So, Dacocoyo. They were talking about it just before the game, too. The previous set, they were like, man, if we get to grab him and just SD both of us, it would. Oh my god. That's what I've been waiting for, maybe. So there we go. Dacocoyo. It's going to win that one. 3-1. And I'll be back later here with another match. Seems like, yeah, you're damn right. Seems like a meme win. But I'll be back here in just a little bit for our next map. Thank you all for tuning in. Be back in like 15-20 minutes.